Once you stop feeding the drama in your life, something very interesting happens. You start to realize that I have more time, I have more energy, and I have more space, right, in your life. So now the question becomes, what are you going to do with this? Right? And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about in this video today is how to not drift, but really be, conscious and intentional with, let's say, the next 30 days. What is something that is very important to you? Okay, that you want to start working toward and making progress in? Is it losing 25 pounds? Is it in the next 6 months, dating with confidence, right? Really calling in and attracting a healthy relationship? Is it putting away more money towards savings or towards your retirement, right? Now that you're no longer going out and drinking too much and spending too much money on food and like retail therapy shopping, you have some cash. You're like, oh, okay. Do you want to start putting that towards your savings? Right now, we're in February 2026, and we know the summer's coming. It comes like clockwork every year. Do you want to feel good when you're in your swimsuit? That has been a personal goal of mine ever since I had my daughter 3 years ago. But now that I have this, this space and this time and this energy from subtracting out things that were distracting me, people, habits, I have been really able to get very intentional and on purpose and just easily more committed to my health and my fitness habits and my goals. Okay. So like something for me now, it has been for a while, but that I've really like taken up a few notches is really getting committed to more consistency with my workouts and really up-leveling the challenging aspect of it. So something that I have done for myself, because I do have a goal. I do have a goal of just feeling more strong and fit. And if I'm really being honest, I really want to feel good in my swimsuit this year. Like I had 2 swimsuits, one's a 2-piece, one's a 1-piece, and I just want to feel very good and confident in it. So what I have done is I now started to get up earlier, get grounded, because I know if my mindset's very important to me. If my mind's not in a good place, it's just not good for anybody. So now I get up earlier to do my yoga practice for 15 minutes before my daughter wakes up, before my husband wakes up. And then I'm hanging out with him in the morning, doing the things I need to do before she goes to daycare. And then I come back and I do my workout. Now, something that has been easier for me to do this workout, really be consistent with it, is now I have, like I've noticed when I stopped drinking and, going out and doing too much social things, I had more money and just more energy to invest in an online personal trainer. And now it's something I do 3 days, 4 days a week, right? It's just what I do now, okay? The other thing is, especially with 2026, I have made a commitment and a promise to myself to be more intentional with my eating habits. Yes, I'm going to leave room for the ice cream because I love it. Yes, I'm going to leave room for the movie theater popcorn because it's $7 Tuesday movie night here where I live. And I'm going to go there tomorrow and eat the popcorn. But for the most part, I wanted to get intentional with how can I fit more protein into my life, into my meals. So I've done some research on that, right? Like on protein smoothies. And I don't want to do the protein powder, but what can I put in a protein smoothie, right? Some hemp seeds, Greek yogurt. I've now started to meal prep a little bit, not an expert at it, but I started to meal prep, make really good, nice, different seasoned chicken that can last for a few days and put in the fridge, sometimes in the freezer. Just buy a lot more veggies now, like all of that stuff, right? I was not doing this before. Like I'm going on a tangent about this because I subtracted the toxic people out of my life and I subtracted the toxic hobbies, habits, social media, especially short form. I've had more time and space and energy to get really clear on and create a program for myself on, okay, this is what I'm going to do for my fitness goals. Okay, this is what I'm going to do for my, investing goals. And I'm not dating, but I have a partner to where, if you and your partner are in a good place and things are just really healthy there and you continue to grow and evolve together, you're going to be better parents. You're going to be a better example. And that's just been really fun to grow and evolve and connect and just have more play in my relationship with my husband. That's a lot, right? I definitely went on a tangent here, but can you pull anything from what I've shared with you in these examples and put into a 30-day plan for yourself? 30-day plan, commitment, high intention with your new habits, right? So again, for me, working out 3 days a week, right? 4 days a week, being really intentional now that I have more money because I'm not blowing it in, silly places. I have things set on autopilot to go to my retirement and just other high yield interest savings accounts, things like that. I feel like the first 30 days is the hardest for like a lot of people in creating a new habit because it's so different. It's just a new behavior and a different way of showing up each day than what you have become really used to or accustomed to, right? You're breaking an old pattern. You're breaking a habit. You're actually replacing some old outdated habits that weren't really helpful with now new self-honoring, self-respecting ones. And this can be very confronting because it's not familiar, right? It's not a habitual behavior. So I really think the 30 days, it's so hard, which is why it's so important to have a concrete plan written down someplace, somewhere that you can review. What's going to keep you accountable to these goals and priorities? So for me, with working out, with my health and fitness, I know I need a personal trainer in some way, shape, or form. Now, I don't go to the workout studio anymore. I now have a trainer that designs my workouts and I can do it in the comfort of my own home. But before I had to go and I had to get used to like the form because that's important. You don't want to hurt yourself. But then I was able to, switch it around to where I had them designed and I could just click play, right? That's my accountability for showing up. I'm not just going to be like, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to exercise. I don't know what the heck to do. I literally need an expert to tell me what to do, how to do it, when to do it, how much, how heavy, and when to take a break. What's going to keep you accountable to these new goals and priorities? What are you noticing that is changing over the weeks? Are people responding to you differently? Are you showing up differently in your relationships and in conversations? Are you not texting back right away? Are you really respecting yourself in this work-life balance? Are you no longer doing other people's work? You're trying to take credit for it. Are you noticing that you're saying no to more things or really just thinking about, okay, before I say yes to this is what the cost might be. So are you being more intentional with what you say yes to and commit to and what you say no to? That's what happens when you start creating these new healthy habits and you create a 30-day plan for yourself and you have some type of accountability system that this is what happens. You start to feel better about yourself and your life starts to change in ways that you probably didn't even expect could change and improve in as little as 30 days. Now that you are no longer feeding into this drama relationship, drama work chaos, drama on social media, right? And really setting boundaries with the world news, which can be hard to do, but you got to do it because we can't have every person angry and in fear and pissed off. So you're limiting the news. Again, I talked about that in my last video. What are you doing with this newfound time and energy and space, like headspace? Don't just drift it off and not be intentional with it. That's why I want you to do this 30-day plan. Okay? Like choose wisely what you're going to do with this new time and energy and space that you have. So I really hope that what I have shared with you today, went on a tangent about today, has really landed and spoken to you. If it has, please give this video a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you're feeling me and what I'm talking about and how I talk about things, how I share things. Would love to see you in the next video. And look, if you are really ready to do this inner work, learn how to set self-respecting boundaries, truly rediscover your self-worth and your confidence after all this stuff that has happened in your life, in your past, and you want to start rewriting your story and creating a new identity and really just showing up in life empowered and calling in healthy relationships. I'd love to help you if you are ready to go on that journey. You can visit my website. It's below in the description. I'll also put it in the comments. It's just my name, nikkimcmillan.com. Learn more about the work that I do. I very well may be able to help you. There's a ton of testimonials from women that I've helped over the years. You might see a lot of yourself in that story, in their stories as well. Reach out, book a clarity call. We can have a chat. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.